All right, back to the show. It's Cornermen Radio. We back at you live. Barzini and Boxingeye, man. We're going to talk about this fight, man. I think it's the best fight at lightweight 135. Robert Easter versus Mikey Garcia. Man, I think this is the biggest fight ever. Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter, I think, is the best fight. The only fight that can happen right now, this is the only fight that can happen right now. Easiest fight to be made. And I think Robert Easter is going to give Mikey the best fight of Mikey's entire life. That's my opinion. And I hope you boxing fans agree with me. This dude, Boxingeye, have been talking about this dude ain't ready. I don't think Robert Easter want to take the fight right now.
Hold on, let me speak,
I'm telling him
let me speak for myself.
Let
me speak for myself.
Kudos for this fight. He was like, Mikey, what? Sign me on the dotted line. You know what I mean?
Let me
Is
speak.
Mikey, is Mikey going to be ready to sign the contract for Robert Easter? Because I don't know if you really want that work, man. I don't know, man.
Bro.
And now Boxingeye going to tell me that Robert Easter is in his top 5, and he said Mikey Garcia would demolish him in the ring? What? That he sound crazy. But let me hear your take, because you going to say some bull. Let's go, Boxingeye.
Robert Easter, my God, man. I think personally, boxing, of course I love that fight. Everybody at 135 wants to see that fight. Everybody knows Mikey probably knocks out Linares. And who's the other champion at 135?
Flanagan.
Who's the other champ? Flanagan. He beats Flanagan. But the thing is, boxing, these dudes are treated like cows' nipples. They gotta milk. And you've seen what Robert Easter did in Toledo, Ohio. You just got paid $150K, put on a hell of a performance. They blew the roof off in there in Toledo, Ohio, his hometown. You don't think they're going to bring him back against another? Because Cruz was a tough dude. They bring in another tough dude. These dudes are going to pay money to come see him. There's a few people doing it like Robert Easter, Terrence Crawford in Omaha. These cities we haven't seen boxing in years. I mean, years, bro. Before we were born. Like old school days. Like your city, my city. Like, if you coming up and you a good boxer and you could sell, Omaha, Toledo, Alabama? Fucking Wilder's doing it in Alabama? And how long have they been milking that shit in Alabama? Please tell me. Please tell me right now. 4 or 5 fights? That's what I'm saying, bro. And personally, they're whispering in Robert Easter's ear, listen, bro, the Mikey fight's not going nowhere. You too good, man. You can milk you rack up that money, bro. $150 here, $200 there. Next thing you know, you're $500,000 there. All right? And then when that Mikey fight is ripe, it's $1 million fight for you. Don't jump the gun, son. Call him out. Do your job and call him out. And Robert Easter we haven't seen the best Robert Easter. You could tell he's still sharpening his knife, all his tools. He's got I love the way he fought Friday night in Toledo versus Cruz. That jab, and the way he finished that fight, just a heck of a performance. But Cruz ain't nobody. We seen Endecherry already knock him out. But these are the type of fights that are going to groom this kid. They ain't going to rush this kid. And that's all I've been saying. I haven't been saying I don't want to see the Mikey fight. I'm just saying boxing's a business. They're not going to rush the kid.
It is a business. But this is the fight that is business. They can build it. They can make this fight right now. You don't need to build Robert Easter
right now, but they don't because
look at it. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. They want to see Mikey versus Adrien Broner, right? They said, yo, Mikey's going to fight Adrien Broner. That's the big Showtime thing. If Mikey Garcia beats Robert Easton, that is a huge payday. That's a build-up. If you want to build a fight, that's the build-up you should do. Where you can make a fight with Robert Easton right now. If you really want to see Adrien Broner and Mikey Garcia, like people been saying, they've been talking about this fight for years. So if they really want to build up, fight Robert Easton right now when you can fight him now. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know who is Mikey going to fight next. We don't know if he can fight Linares. You know what I mean? Crolla. Is Crolla going to take that fight right away? You know what I mean? I don't know what Flanagan going to do. He still have a mandatory shot with Felix Veredjo. His only likely shot right now is to fight Robert Easton.
No. He got to wait because if Linares beats Crolla, then that fight probably won't happen because Linares is promoted by De La Hoya. But Crolla, like Mikey's sitting back waiting for that Linares Crolla fight. I personally think Crolla is going to get his belts back or his belt back. He's going to get his belt back. Linares is a hell of a fighter. I mean, he's like Khan. He's super fast. He's excellent. But I think Crolla's going to make the adjustment, get inside, grind this motherfucker out. And that was a hell of a fight, man. That was a hell of a fight last year. One of my fights of the year. But I think Crolla's going to be able to. I don't know. That fight's going to be in the UK, I think. But
yes,
I think Crolla, man. I think Crolla does. I think Crolla does it again, and then I think Crolla will. I think Crolla, if Crolla's able to lure Mikey to the UK, I think that's the big fight. That's the big money fight for Mikey because Mikey's looking at money.
Got it wrong.
Mikey's looking at money. Like
Crolla got a shot with Linares in a rematch because if Crolla wins, it's a rematch clause. So it's a third fight. You're not looking at it logically, bro. Like that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I didn't know there was
Robert Easton is the only fight he can have because Linares already having the contract. Yo, rematch.
That's kind of whack though. I mean,
that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The only fight that is logical to make right this moment is Easton Mikey. Yes, Robert Easton, if he fought more fighters and build up his name, yeah, it would have been. But we don't know. He might fight somebody and end up losing. Look at Rasheem Warren. He lost to somebody he shouldn't have lost to.
But he been lost.
That's what I hate. Look at Francisco Vargas. He fought Miguel, and Miguel beat him. Nobody thought Miguel was going to win the fight besides his team or his friends or family.
It's going to take somebody good to beat Robert Easton, though. It's going to take a Mikey. I mean, because he's too tall.
But you don't know. Dennis Shofinoff might beat him because he beat Jamel Herring. He beat Jamel Herring, and Jamel Herring is in the band camp. He's in the About Billions camp. So that's his mandatory. And he's ranked in the WBC as number 2 for Mikey. So if he can sit out for Robert Easton and Mikey, he can fight for 2 straps in one fight. I'm just thinking as business,
I don't
man.
Like, listen. I want the Mikey Garcia fight. I ain't even arguing that. I want the Mikey. I'm just telling you the truth about boxing, son. Don't be disappointed when that fight doesn't happen.
This is the truth about boxing.
I'm gonna laugh, bro. I'm gonna laugh because I'm gonna be like, yo, I told you so. Because they know it's a fact, son. Just like I
put it like this. If Mikey doesn't get... since we showed you the other scenarios, if Mikey cannot get Crolla, Linares, or Flanagan, who does he have next at 135? Who's there next to him to fight?
He's going to go up to 140. He want money fights. He want big money.
That's the worst decision he will ever make.
I don't know.
That will be the worst decision he will ever make because he's going to get slaughtered at 140. I'm sorry.
Against who?
You know what I'm saying? Because who has Mikey beat?
Everybody knows that Mikey's big fight is Crawford, and everybody gives the edge to Crawford.
How is that a fight? How is he Mikey and Crawford is his big fight? That fight will never happen.
You're sleeping on Mikey Garcia,
that fight
bro.
will never happen. I put $1 million on that.
There's levels to this game, yo. There's levels to this game.
That fight would never happen. His big fight, Mikey big fight at 140 is Broner.
You don't think Bob Arum wants to beat his ass? Crawford to beat his ass? Trust me.
Yes, but Mikey's not going to take that fight, bro. You know this. Why would Mikey sign?
No, he'll take that fight in 2 to 3 fights. You know he's not going to take the Crawford fight, bro. Not next. I'm thinking 2 to 3 fights.
Not never. That's not, Crawford is the only person will probably never lose, bro. There's nobody at 140, 135 will beat him. And Mikey's not going to take that risk to fight Crawford. He might as well fight
Crawford,
Robert
then.
Easter.
You think Mikey's going to risk Mikey? All right, Mikey got the Broner fight possibly on the table. Broner needs a big fight after Granados.
So that's why I'm saying, if you want to sell a fight, fight Robert Easter. That's his guy. That's his little guy. Fight him.
I want to see it. I just don't think, me personally, of course, I want to see that fight. It's a unification fight. Make it happen. I believe it when I see it, man. I really.
If Showtime is smart, Al Heyman is smart. If they really want to build a fight, they should build Robert Easter against Mikey Garcia right now. Do it in the summer. Do it in the summer or spring.
This dude just sold out in Toledo versus somebody nobody knows with a couple losses. They could milk. That's what I'm saying. They could milk that tit in Toledo.
No, you can't milk them, bro. Robert Easton, look at this. If Mikey goes to...
We'll see what happens. Because none of us know
right
now.
Like this.
We don't know.
Look at it in this way. Bro. Robert Easter, right? Do you see any other people, any other title holder fighting him?
Nah, but he could bring Edna Cherry. He could bring anybody to Toledo right now.
Come on, bro. Like,
it's up to him.
Do you see anybody at lightweight that is a name fighting Robert Easter?
I'm not.
You have Golden Boy has Linares.
I'm looking at Adrien Broner. That's his promoter about billions. I mean, is Adrien Broner saying, "Yo, bro, I want you to fight Mikey Garcia, man. I think you could do it." I think he's trying to tell them, like, yo, just hold up. That Mikey fight is gonna be there, whether it's at 135 or 140. That's gonna be there for you.
That's not going to happen. If Robert Easter goes to 140, y'all, you keep bringing guys up who can't even take fights at 135. This dude just won the
championship. Mikey's a 3-division world champion. There's levels to this game. There's experience.
He fought a midget, bro.
Go ahead and send Robert Easter. Go ahead and send Robert Easter in there with Mikey Garcia. See what happens. Be a fucking mistake.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen, Boxingeye?
Be a mistake for his career, man. This ain't Dennis Mendez. This ain't Richard Commey. This ain't Louis Cruz. You taking 3 steps up to fight Mikey Garcia.
All right.
Mikey Garcia is no joke, man.
Robert Easter is probably the first person might defeat Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? It'd be a sad mistake if he take that fight.
That's what a lot of people think. I don't know, man. Mikey's sharp as a knife. Robert Easter still got some flaws that you got to kink out. He got some flaws you got to kink out.
He's that boy, man.
He's one of my favorite fighters, Robert Easter. Robert Easter and Mikey. 2 of my favorite fighters.
Nah, Mikey just got a name, bro. Robert Easton is the real deal, man.
Everybody hanging on Mike, because he knocked the dude. Oh, this guy's Flanagan's nice. He's like he comes forward. He's tough. He knocked down Ricky Burns, and then he got a fucking split decision versus Ricky Burns. That's what I'm telling people. Like, nah, man. I knew Mikey was gonna knock him out. Said that shit. He's a fucking easy match.
But Robert Houston is gonna be his best test in his life, the most hardest fight. That fight might be a fight of the year.
Bro,
Mikey might lose that one, man.
I don't think it's a whole nother stage. I mean, where they going to have the fight? He going to be in Toledo. Mikey's not going to Toledo. He's going to be like, fuck you. I ain't going to Toledo. If he does, that'll be some G shit right there. That'll be, if that fight gets made, I want to see it. And I think Robert Easter got a hell of a crowd in Toledo. Maybe Mikey can go there, but I doubt Mikey's brother is not still going to go to hostile territory.
Why not? You said he will crush him. You said he's going to crush him. So why he don't fight him in Cincinnati?
Yeah, Cincinnati's different.
You got so much heart for Mikey. I believe he should fight. He should fight him in Ohio.
Yeah, but I got a lot of love for Robert Easter too, and I'm saying he's only a couple fights away from where he needs to be to make that fight more competitive.
He's going.
He just don't.
He's going to show you. He's going to prove you wrong, bro.
Look at the dude he just fought, man. He's able to keep this dude at the end of his jab the whole fight.
Who did Mikey fight at lightweight, bro?
That dude's a tough fighter. Huh?
Who did Mikey fight?
Mikey just got a belt off a world champion. Dudes were calling little. These dudes were calling.
The dude was 5'4", bro. 5'4". He was a midget.
Look what he fought like the dude. Look what Rasheed Warren couldn't beat a dude like that. Mikey handled the dude like that. I know it's different weight classes, but similar styles.
He was a little guy, man. Fighting Robert. If I was Robert that night after beating Luis Cruz, I would have said, pick on somebody your own size, Mikey. Yeah, I'm saying I'm the real champion.
I got one more.
When you come in this ring with me, I'm going to smoke you. That's what I'm saying.
This is how boxing fans are, though, man. Because I'm going to tell you right now, like, the last thing I'm going to say about this fight is this. Of course, I want to see Robert Easter versus Mikey Garcia 100. But I'm going to say what every boxing fan is going to say after that fight. Oh, they moved Robert Easter too fast. They moved him too fast.
No,
they couldn't have put him with
bro.
Mikey that fast. That's exactly what was going to happen.
If I'm wrong,
I'll never talk boxing again.
Bro, put it like
100%
this.
100% right.
You said Mikey's going to win. Suppose Mikey don't win that fight. Like you say.
I know
what
Mikey's
going to
win that fight.
Mikey wasn't shit anyway.
That fight, look at
if Mikey lose, all right, so if Mikey lose, bro, what you going to say about Mikey? What's the world going to say? Bro, he struggled with a featherweight. A featherweight who didn't fight in 2 years. He fought a little guy.
He knocked the dude out anyway. He knocked the dude out.
Knocked him out. A little guy. He knocked out a leprechaun. He didn't knock out somebody. I'm telling you, he need to fight somebody his own size. Robert Easton is his. There's no more baby in Robert Easton. He's the champion. There's no more build-up.
Well, why don't you say that about Wilder then? Well, there's no more baby in Wilder, but apparently they have for 4 fights.
Listen, let's
3 fights.
Don't skip to the subject. The subject is Robert Easter versus Mikey Garcia. This is the fight everybody wants to see at lightweight right now, and it can happen right now. If Showtime and Al Heyman is smart, and Adrien Broner and About Billions, if they're smart, they should book that fight right now. Set that fight up get the contracts right, pay Robert Easter about $400 to $500K, and get this dude to fight Mikey Garcia. We don't even know if Broner gonna win his fight next week. My boy Granados might take him out.
Very possible.
So,
well, Granados likes to hit the canvas too many times. He be going down and getting up way too many times.
But either way, Robert Easter needs to happen against Mikey Garcia next. Everybody's calling for that fight. We don't want to see no Linares right now. You can fight Linares after Robert Easter if he does win the rematch with Corrolla.
Well,
we want to see now.
I'm calling
Mikey out.
Broner.
Let's get this fight happen, Mikey. Robert Easter versus you,
I'm calling
man.
Everybody out. Make the fight. Surprise me. Make that fight and surprise me.
Yeah, make the fight.
Surprise me.
Because Boxingeye is being a noodle with this thing, man. I'm trying to get him to make sure, let's promote this fight, man. All of us got to make a strike right now and make this fight happen now.
I believe it.
Yeah, I'm saying there's no more babying him, man. I hate when y'all do that.
I'm not babying nobody. I'm saying this. I'm thinking, I wish I could think positive, but as a boxing fan, we see so many times over and over again fights that they want to let marinate. And it's like one side of me thinks Mikey's team's like, nah, we're going after big money. Robert Easter's not that guy yet. Robert Easter's people, I'm thinking like, we calling him out, but we know we need 2 to 3 fights to be ready for him. Prove me wrong. Al Heyman, PBC,
God,
Mikey Garcia. Prove me wrong and make this fight. Prove me wrong.
Why he didn't do that? If you feel that way, he should have never fought for the title then. If he needs 2 or 3 more fights for Mikey, why are you the champion?
When they got a guy like Richard Commey, don't get me wrong, tough dude. He fought Shavakov, pretty tough. But it's like when they saw that, and I actually thought that Robert Easter was going to handle Commey a little easier, and that turned out to be one of the great fun fights of the year last year. And it's like that was a belt they had to go after. Like, we got to get that belt for him. And he only had 18. Remember, he's only got 19 fights, 19-0, 14 KOs, something like that. Robert Easter, Mikey's more seasoned in the game, even though he's been out a while, and he's only got a few fights at this weight class. It's an excellent fight. I never disagreed on that. And as a boxing fan, of course I want to see this fight. I'm just going off of, if I was his manager or member, I'll tell him, like, hold up, kid. You know what I'm saying? We got something special in Toledo. We could bring in a few more tough opponents to groom you for a Mikey fight. Whether he moves up at 140, you're going to move up eventually. Look how tall and lanky you are. That's all I'm saying. But kill me for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot the messenger.
Anyways, man, I just can't wait to see this fight.
It's a good fight. I'm glad that it's being talked about right now.
It's the best fight at 135.
It is the best fight. I'm glad it's being talked about.
Man.
It's better than Linares. Everybody knows Linares doesn't have a chin. Crolla only has a certain amount of skills. Robert Easter is this tall, lanky dude that at 135, man.
With a great jab.
Compared to the Hitman Hurts. Yeah, great jab, great right hand with a lot of pop. Got a hell of we already seen that he's got a good chin. Took some shots the other night. Took some shots versus Commey. Yeah, it's the best
good
fight
with
at
his
135. It's the best fight at 135. No argument there. I don't see anybody else at 135. I'm trying to think. I think Mikey cleans out 135. I do think he beats Easter pretty good too, but I think Easter's his best competition.
Bro, this dude is so guaranteed.
Yo, I have to be.
Yo, man, you are a big fan of Mikey, man. I have to give you props, man, because
my heart bleeds.
You out here defending Mikey like he's God.
Hey, I don't think he's God. Hell no, I don't think he beats Terrence Crawford. I don't think he beats Terrence Crawford. And I think him and Broner is a 50-50 fight when he moves up to 140. So I don't think he's God.